This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, welcome to our episode Doing Spy Shit. We spoke to a prepper in this episode. His father was a spy. His grandfather was a spy.
I wonder why
But
he
he's
didn't
not.
become a spy.
Yeah. I wanted to ask him and say, like, so what do you do? But
Well, he preps. But then again, if you were a spy, you would say that you weren't a spy.
Yeah,
you know what I
you
mean?
just say you're a gardener.
yeah, but
or
he's
something.
just said his whole family history of being spies.
Yeah, but he didn't say he was a spy. So maybe he is a spy.
We know his name's Trevor. and
That's what he said it's called.
He also runs a website with his details on it.
Yeah, but that's what, if I was a spy, I would have all that stuff set up, Bill.
Yeah, it's an alias.
It's an alias.
Also, who knew? Turns out we're starting a band. That certainly wasn't
It's just kind of
part of the plan.
naturally went that way.
Yeah, you'll hear about that in the first part of the podcast. Enjoy.
If you just joined us, you wouldn't have known that yesterday we were talking about Ashburton's Got Talent.
Yeah, it's an annual thing they run at the Ashburton Community Festival. Ben, you saw a flyer for it. Supposedly $1,000 worth of prize money.
Mm-hmm.
So we're thinking, I mean, obviously it would be fools not to enter this competition. Belle's going to enter with the talent. I've got my talent. Ben's got his. We have heard from the Ashburton community. They have vetoed one of the talents that we were originally intending on performing.
So we should say the powers that be that run the event, they did hear us talking about this yesterday, and they've allowed us to compete, which is lovely. But they did say that Belle can't pole dance.
Yes, so the discussion yesterday, we started off by saying, what if we did a group dance routine? But no, we'll split up, we'll do our own. I brought to the table that I used to play the drums and that I do pole dancing. That's probably my only real talent.
Some people were saying, why not do them together?
Yeah, no.
Now that's talent. You may as well just take the money before you start.
So there's been a discussion. Turns out when we're competing against the 12-year-olds and their parents and grandparents that have come to watch them, maybe pole dancing in my 7-inch heels is not ideal.
Hopefully you will still wear the heels, though, for the awesome drum solo. So, as we know, Belle had a drum kit up until quite recently.
Yep.
You did some lessons in year 10. You used to have a drum room. I remember going to your house once and there was a drum
it wasn't
room.
a drum room. It was the spare room, and then I just put the kit in there because I was like, well, I don't really know where else to put it.
So moving forward, Belle was going to be playing the drums.
Yeah, I haven't done it for years. I
You'll
did
be
it in
fine.
year 10.
What is your style of drumming? Like, are
What do
you
you
sort of
mean?
like Slipknot, sort of double kicks? Are you more like Ringo Starr? You just
Like,
sort of
I'm
keeping
like
the beat? Are you a
the
bit of a
second-
jazz drummer? Or are you...
No, I'm like the second book that you go to learn. Like, I'm on level 2.
So what songs can you do? Like, what's the best song you can
I
do?
used to do Yellow by Coldplay.
Whoa.
That's a song with not a lot of drums in it.
Would you
It's the same thing the whole
would
way.
you be able to learn a new song by Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, but I don't have a kit. We need to get a kit.
Well, we
and
can
there's
get a
whole
kit.
thing.
I mean,
we should take song requests on what song Belle's going to play.
Easy songs, please.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Why don't we do that?
13, 24, 10.
Hang on.
What song should Belle play this weekend at Ashburton's Got Talent?
She is willing to play any song.
Any song.
Can I go first with the suggestions? What about Joker and the Thief?
It's just a lot of cymbal work, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Do you reckon you could do that? Joker and the Thief?
I don't reckon I can do any of these. I'm going to have to practice 24/7 for the rest of the week.
Daniel in Armidale has suggested you do Chop Suey. Oh, yeah. Imagine that. All the nanas in the baking stall just like breaking down the barrier at the front. A bit of a circle pit opens up.
If I can't do pole, I can't do chop suey.
Noah joins us now in Craigieburn. Good morning, Noah. What song do you want to see Belle drum at Ashburton's Got Talent?
I want to see her drum I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss.
Yeah.
Hey, Noah.
Peter Chris, the cat.
Noah,
Yeah.
do you play drums?
I played trombone. I used to play trombone. I've
Would
always wanted to
you
play drums.
would you be willing to get on stage with Belle and perform that song at Ashburton's Got Talent?
Really?
Would you do
Yeah,
it?
I mean, mate, if you did a
I would love to do it.
Oh man, if you can learn the trombone bits of that song, which are, very prominent, of course.
Are you busy this weekend? Are you free?
I think I don't have anything.
I think
on.
Noah needs to ask
Sick.
his mum.
Well,
And I
oh,
think
yeah. I
it's
mean,
really-
ask mum
Hey,
and dad.
Mum, do we have anything on this week? No, we don't.
Oh, dude. Well,
Well, Bill, you can't break Noah's heart.
you're in the band. I
Now
mean,
you have
we've got
to do
other
it.
callers waiting, but
Yeah.
I think it's got to obviously be Noah playing the
You know what,
trombone.
Noah? I
We
think
can-
I would feel better having you on stage with me because then I won't be so alone and we can lean on each other. It'll be a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't
Yeah.
say this, but I also used to play trombone for a term at school.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
So Belle might be able to give you a few tips.
Hey, Noah, you're in the band,
Yeah.
mate.
Am I?
Yeah, man. Tell everyone at school.
All right, I will.
Have you got any
Alright.
ideas for, like, obviously, in your band, you're pretty cool. Have you got any ideas for, like, your rock name? What's your rock name going to be?
Rock band.
Yeah.
Noah and Belle.
What about, hey, Noah, what about Noah and Belle's flare snare?
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Flare
snares.
All right, guys. Well, you better start rehearsing because there's going to be a hell of a lot of eyes on you this Sunday, and we're looking forward to that performance.
Song-wise, are we locking in?
Hang
Who's
on.
made for loving you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Noah's suggestion. He's got an equal share in the band. Let's just have a listen. Like,
Yeah, and try and hear...
imagine like a 12-year-old boy on a trombone going, and Belle's. You guys got to do the makeup, right? You got to do the makeup. I've got a Kiss costume because I came as Paul
of course
Stanley
you
to my
do.
18th birthday. We'll get the boots on, the whole damn deal. Oh, that's going to be awesome.
You shouldn't have to pay for rewards. You're preaching to the choir, mate.
The Kogan Money Credit Card, a great value card packed with rewards and no annual fee.
Credit provider National Australia Bank Limited. T&Cs, credit criteria, other fees and charges apply.
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Yep, it is the 610 quiz. We do it every single morning at the exact same time. We got 5 questions. You get all the questions right, you get to choose the next song we play.
Katrina and Airport West. Good morning. Harry Styles, who was spotted shirtless on a yacht yesterday in Perth. Can you spell yacht?
YACHT.
Very
Good.
good. I thought that
Bang.
would stump a few
Yeah,
people.
it's a weird word, that's for sure. Former Australian Idol judge Mark Holden is upset that the current show is using his famous touchdown catchphrase. Can you name one of the other 2 original Australian Idol judges?
Marsha Hines.
Pretty good. Bonus question, can you name any of the current judges?
Harry Connick Jr.
that is the one I would have picked last. Yeah, I don't know where you pulled that from. Yeah, of course. Kyle Sandlands, Amy Shark, and Megan Trainor. And then, I kind of forget about Harry Connick Jr., but obviously he's your favourite. Okay, a waitress at Gilson in South Yarra has been given a surprise $10,000 tip. Imagine that. $10,000 is 20% of how much, Katrina?
Little maths question for you.
Can you say it again?
10,000 is 20% of how much?
50,000.
That's good.
Very good.
That's really good stuff. You're switched on. What do you do for a crust, Katrina?
I'm a nurse.
Yeah, okay. You got to be quick maths and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Megan Fox has reactivated her Instagram. What's the name of the yellow transformer in Transformers?
Like Bumblebee.
Jeez, this is unreal. I'm just a round of applause so
very
far
good.
for Katrina. It's
Katrina,
good.
have you listened to some of the past 610 quizzes?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh,
right,
really?
that's fine.
Go back in the podcast.
I'm just going to give it a call in because I've tried before, like on the previous breakfast show, and I never got through.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're
Our
a
show,
lot less
very
popular.
open, very open phone lines. No, you're doing a great job. This is how in our heads the quiz should always go.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Look, we'll give you a prize if you get the next one right. Can you go 5 for 5? You also get to pick the next song we play. Adele has told King Charles that she doesn't want to perform at his coronation later this year. Can you finish these lyrics?
Rolling in the deep.
Yeah! And you've got a singing voice. What don't you do, Katrina?
I thought you meant me to sing. Want me to sing it? Oh my
No,
God.
I was just trying to make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, you don't have a singing voice.
If I was Harry Connick Jr., I'd be giving you the big thumbs down right about now. Hey, look, we'll give you a family pass for Go Boat so you can cruise down the Yarra on a picnic boat at Go Boat
Thank you.
Melbourne.
That is fantastic.
No worries. It's been really good weather on the weekends lately as well, so you'll be able to enjoy that. Also, what song would you like to hear next? Would you like to hear an old classic from Blue Juice?
Katrina, would you like to be made whole again this morning? With a bit of Atomic Kitten.
I'll go Atomic Kitten.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a classic. We're winning either way there. Well, Katrina, for everyone else's sake around you, wind your windows up. Don't sing this, please.
I won't.
But you enjoy Atomic Kitten whole again.
You can make me whole again.
What a choice. Katrina and Airport West picking Atomic Kitten whole again as the winning song in the 610 quiz this morning. It is Nova 100. You are here with Ben, Liam and Belle. I prefer the edit they did for the Euros. Do you remember that one, Belle? No. Southgate, you're the one. Football's coming home.
Why would I remember
again.
that?
You don't remember? Well, it didn't come home. Southgate wasn't the one in the end.
Southgate team?
No, Gareth Southgate is currently the England manager, but unfortunately they lost on penalties.
Yep.
And then some of the players were horribly racially profiled.
Oh my
so it was
God.
a really sad end to the whole
so
thing.
Good
glad
way to
you
bring
brought
it
it up.
down. Liam and Belle, I had a busy day yesterday running some errands and I could not catch a break. So I had to go to Kmart in Chadstone to get a picnic rug because my wife Sam wants to have a picnic on Saturday. And so she said there was only one left in stock online, so she bought it using Click and Collect. And so it's all paid for. I just have to go there and get it on the way home from work. So I said, okay, great, no worries. So I get there and I happen to see the guy doing Click and Collect straight away, and I could see he had my picnic rug in his basket. And so I said, oh, hey, mate, I've actually bought that. I've got the email here with the ID code. Cool if I just grab that? And he was like, no. And I said, what do you mean? Like, I've bought that rug. And he said, no, you've got to come back in a few hours when I've processed it.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I mean, come on. I mean, what is it, a $20 rug? from
Literally,
Kmart?
it was $19. I was like, you got to be kidding me, mate. I can physically touch the rug.
I can grab it.
I've paid it. The money's out of my account. That's my rug.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't give it to me.
Did you fight him for it?
I didn't fight him for it, but I wanted to.
It feels like you should have just taken it out the basket, right?
And it's so annoying because I was like, I'm pretty quick to go to a 10. I was at a 10 at that point immediately.
Don't say.
And I get that it's not his fault. Like, I'm not angry at him. I'm angry at the store.
But he surely could have
Done something
well, just
to
gone,
help me.
oh, well, you're here, you've come all this way.
Yep.
You've fought for a car park. Yeah, I can speed the process up
Yep.
a little bit.
You guys love the modern way of buying, though. Like, Liam, I think you've done Click and Collect for your groceries and stuff.
Yeah, I do that a lot. How's this one? The other day, I returned 4 Click and Collect things. I
What?
click and collected them, and I click and returned them the next day.
What?
Oh, well, not my stuff. It's just Sarah bought these sheets, and then they didn't match the bed, so then I had to take them back.
This is
Yeah.
my first time doing the click and collect method. Definitely flaws in it. Because what had happened was you have to wait for them to collect it after you've clicked it, and then you get an email. When you get the email, that means it's been processed.
Yeah. Okay. So this is exactly why I don't use Click
Yeah.
and Collect.
It's normally pretty seamless, guys.
No.
As a serial click and collector,
Yep.
Do you know-
it's not a problem.
You know what you do? And this is what I do every time, and it's flawless because it's old school. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You see there's one left.
Yep.
You pick up your phone, you speak to the person at Kmart and say, hey, you've got the one rug left. Can you just please go grab it and pop it behind the counter? Yep, sure, no worries. They take it, put it behind the counter. You rock up and say, hey, Belle here, I'm here for the rug. They go, yep, here you go. And then you go to the counter
If
and buy
you
it.
call
It's so
Kmart,
easy.
no one's going to pick up the phone.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
it
that's
goes,
not dust
It
on
goes
it.
for women's wear, click 1. For homewares, click 2. For this, and you go straight to the department, and then you just rock up, and they go, "Oh yeah, Belle, yep, here it is, right here, got it, kept aside for you," and then you just walk out with it,
Or-
and it's all good.
Even better, you just get the Kmart delivery for like $2, and the rug's at your front door when you get home.
Well, look, all of this is besides the point. I didn't get the rug.
What?
He wouldn't give it to me. He wouldn't give me the rug.
So you didn't even hang on, you didn't even wait a few hours.
What was I going to do?
Go home and then come back.
I didn't want to have
Why?
to fight the traffic. Anyway, look.
Did you say I'm taking $19.90 worth of merchandise from around this store?
Well, the worst part
as
was
collateral.
I wanted to just buy another one to stick it to him, but
you
he had the
couldn't.
last one.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
So-
so I was furious. I left Chadstone and I had to go to Vic Roads because I had an appointment to change my rego plates over. So I got there, I paid the fee, they gave me my new plates, and I had a bit of rego left on my old ones, and so I wanted to get my money back for that, and so I needed a receipt. And so she said, to get a receipt, you have to surrender your old plates. And I said, oh, okay, no worries. I just didn't bring a screwdriver. I could see they had one. Like, I could literally see it. And I said, can I borrow yours? And she said, no, we can't do that.
You've got to click and collect the screwdriver.
And so now I'm at a 20. I'm at a 20 by this stage. I had to, and I didn't want to go because like the Vic Roads from my house is 35 minutes. With traffic, it's even worse. So I didn't want to go all the way home to get a screwdriver. So I went to Bunnings across the road, paid $7, bought a screwdriver, took them off, went and surrendered them.
Oh, man. I mean, just, so help me out, right?
Help me out, universe. And then to top it all off, as I was driving home, Sam, my wife, called me and said, oh, hey, I was just thinking, can you go to Myer and get me a picnic basket? They got one on sale. Can you just go to Myer and get me the picnic basket?
But you don't have a rug.
I don't have a rug.
Just walking around with a screwdriver at a 20. That's dangerous. If the police saw you, I think they'd arrest you.
Well, here's the worry. So I was at a 20. I said, okay. And she's pregnant, so I thought, okay, you know what, I can handle this. I can do this. So I went to Chadstone Myer. I got the picnic basket, and as I was walking out, there was like these 4 little grommets. There was like these little 12-year-old kids just cruising around. They stank. They just smelled like a BO. Little grommets walking around chatty.
Plaza rats.
And I had a picnic basket, and they were kind of like, walking. They were in a gang, like they were in a group. And the way they were and I kind of had to get out. I had to walk through them. And as I walked through them, I bumped one, and he went, "Oi, watch it, bro."
And you turn around and whack the picnic basket into the 12-year-old's head.
I've never wanted to punch a kid so bad in my life.
I'm getting married at the end of the year, and Ben and Belle, there is a question that my fiance and I have been trying to work out. It's like, who pays for their bridal parties, suits and dresses? I'm assuming it's us, but, I know sometimes people get asked to pay for their own. I don't know. I've never been at a bridal party before. So, no, I've been once, and I paid for the suit. Yeah,
really? You did pay?
Yeah. It was my cousin's wedding. Yeah.
What did you do with the suit after? You've paid all that money.
Never worn it since.
Have you sold it or?
No, I don't know. It's just sitting in my wardrobe. Oh. But what I thought I'd do is I'd call all of my groomsmen just to test them out, test their mettle, and say a number that is exorbitant. Like I would definitely not even be looking at buying suits this much, but just to see if they would say yes or not. So I started at about $1,500. And I called Sarah's brother, who's going to be on my side of the wedding, and to see if he was happy to fork it out.
Hello, Ben speaking.
Hey, man, it's just Liam.
Oh, g'day, Liam. What's happening?
Oh, not much, man. I'm just out doing some wedding stuff.
Oh, loving it.
Just actually out suit shopping at the moment.
Yep.
So you're all good to pay for your own suit, yeah?
Absolutely.
Easy, man. Just thought I'd give you a heads up before I book it in. It's $1,500. Is that all sweet?
Yeah. Whatever it needs to be, I'll sort it out. That's fine.
Are you sure? $1,500?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sweet, man. I'll put you down for it.
Just out of interest, what colours are they?
It's like a cinnamon corduroy.
Yeah, nice.
Bless him.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Sweet.
He's saying, yeah, nice. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to pay $1,500 for a cinnamon corduroy suit.
Now, I believe I might have met him once, maybe.
Very sweet guy.
Very nice guy. And I think he took that in his stride extremely well. He looks great. I am concerned about the other two.
Well,
in
this
your
is
bridal
the thing.
party.
He's sort of family, so he has to be cool with it, right? Like he's my bride-to-be's brother.
He's older, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing well for himself. But up next, I called my good friend Sean to see if he'd be willing to fork out $1,800.
Hey, brother, how's it going?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Yeah, good, man.
Sweet. Just a quick one, man. I'm out suit shopping for the wedding. You're all good to pay for your suit, yeah?
Yeah, of course, man.
Easy, man. It's just $1,800. Is that all good?
Yeah, that's fair. No worries about it.
So I'll put you down for that, yeah?
Yeah, easy. That's it.
Legend. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no stress, dude. I'll put you later.
He's doing that thing where he's talking short and quick.
Yeah, no stress, man. Yeah, I think there was a few stresses there. The beads of sweat coming out the top of his head. Like it's one of those things you're like, it's nice. My friends are being nice to me, but they'll be bitching about me behind my back if I actually made them. So I thought, last one, I'm going to call the best man, Harry, to see if he would fork out $2,000 for a suit.
All right.
My man, how you doing?
Doing all right. Shaking off the cobwebs from the weekend. What about you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, much the same. I'm just out wedding suit shopping at the moment, actually. So I just had a quick one. So obviously we can sort out like measurements and stuff later on. But you're good to buy the best man suit.
Yeah.
It's like this Italian one. It's $2,000. Is that all good?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so it's 2,180, I think, all up. Is that all sweet?
Of course.
Excellent. All locked in.
Hope you're joking.
Yeah.
Hope you're joking.
Could you imagine? Yeah, man, $2,000 for Italian suit that I'm going to wear once? Sure, whatever. I'll buy that.
They all took it pretty well.
Even
though they hated you.
I was expecting to be told to get effed.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they seemed like that. If I was that guy, I think they'd fork out.
I think we've learned your friends just bitch behind your back. That's all.
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty wild story with the woman claiming to be Maddie McCann.
Julia from Poland, if you haven't seen this, so she's made this Instagram account called @IamMadeline.McCann. She is so sure that she is Maddie McCann, who went missing, years ago, and she's saying that she is her because she has the same dimples. She claims that she just believes that she's the same person. She's got this whole Instagram @IamMadeline.McCann. Go check it out. She's posted all these comparisons between her and Maddie's face, including the really unique pupil colour that she's got. Which, if you look
for
at
the record.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. I don't think you are, Ben.
No, not at all. There's hole number one. Her name's Julia.
So Maddie went... Okay, Ben. So Maddie went missing in 2007, and now she would be 19. Julia is said to be 21, which, that could be wrong. We don't know. But there's things like she's calling for a DNA test. She's saying,
Surely...
I'm so sure, give me a DNA test and I will prove to you. But go look at the photos. You can make your mind up for yourself. And also, I mean, I'm going to be honest here. Is this girl okay? Is she okay? Because she's going around saying that she's definitely her. We don't know her story fully. Is she all right? But everyone's kind of pointing the finger and laughing at the same time.
Well, no,
I'm worried for both. But...
I think, she's definitely not okay. But I also think we would have heard by the parents from this point if it was definitely... Like, it would be a bigger news story if actual Maddie McCann was just, like, posting on Instagram being like, it's me.
I would like to see the DNA test, though, on an episode of Maury Povich.
What is that?
You've never seen Maury Povich?
What's that?
Some of the best daytime television.
It's like daytime TV and they do DNA tests.
Why are you watching?
He is not the father.
Oh, that!
And what a time to tune in.
The Forbidden Folder. It's where we keep all the, the out there topics. This one, Doomsday Preppers, 13/24/10. If you are one, get in touch. We've been watching that Last of Us show recently on Binge, Ben. Great one.
Such a good show.
About zombies. Better than The Walking Dead, though.
I am excited by this topic because even though I'm not a prepper, I would like to prep. To the point where I Google. Like, I Google things to prep for. Not things to prep for, but as in, like, I Google what to have to be properly prepped. In my house that I live in, there is a cellar, and I've thought about how I can make that into a bunker.
I don't think it's deep enough. If it's just under
No,
your
it's
house.
not. No, you're right, Belle. It's definitely not deep enough.
Yeah.
But it's more like I'd be safer in there than I would be in my house.
True.
I'm I've already sort of resigned to the fact that I'm just going to die pretty quick if things go haywire. I think I would I'd call you and ask if there's space in your bunker, Ben.
But the phone lines would be down, Liam.
Well, I remember where it is. I remember where your house is. So if I can get there in time.
If there was, like, say, World War III and the whole world went to absolute chaos and you could get to my house, I would take you in. I wouldn't say no.
Just so we're on top of it, is it a bit of a... Is that the
That's
secret
a pretty
knock?
common
That's
one. I
pretty
feel like
common.
any zombie could do
all right.
that.
Well, so
what about this?
Christ, that's hard to remember.
I don't do that.
I don't think Ben wants me in this bunker. I'll be like, what was the code? What was the code?
But I've thought about this so much. So obviously in my house at the moment, I'm like, I could make do with something in my cellar, but it wouldn't be very good. But then I've thought about one day when I live out on a farm in the middle of nowhere, I'm gonna get a bunch of shipping containers. I'm gonna dig them super deep into the earth, and I'm gonna cover them in concrete. I'm gonna have a big hatch.
You are
going to
be a prepper.
I'm gonna be 100%.
Are you planning to be a prepper?
Why would you not be prepped if you couldn't be prepped? I mean, like,
what are we prepping for, though?
World War III, mate. I don't know anything.
You keep saying World War III. If we were getting nuked, I don't think you're.
No, but I would be. That's the thing. If I'm in my bunker, I'll be okay.
I would. If World War III is a thing, I'd rather go with the masses. I don't want to hang around.
So,
with, you know what I mean?
What a
all of
stupid
us,
take to have.
Us three, out of us three, if there was an apocalypse of some sort, whether it's war or, God forbid, another pandemic, whatever. So I think, Ben, I would put money on that you would just hide and you would be like I Am Legend and come out years later and be fine.
Yep.
Liam, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm going in the first wave. No, yeah, that's fine.
What are you going to be doing, Belle?
I don't know. What do you think I would, I don't know. Where would I be? Do you think I'm a good...
Yeah, I think you'd be just trying to, you'd be like a scavenger. Like, you're a bit of a scab. You like rubbish and that sort of stuff.
I think if you were with your boyfriend, Luke, because he's got military experience, I reckon
true.
he would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But if you're not with him, I haven't got high hopes.
In all honesty, ex-military, I think he's low-key hoping for some sort of apocalypse.
That's
just to
the
whip
crazy
out.
thing as well. And people might say I'm insane, but a bit of me, in the back of my head, kind of wants that world.
It would be...
A bit of me wants to live in Fallout.
Okay, yeah. I'm not familiar, but yeah, sure.
Fallout, no, as in
a bit of me wants to live in I Am Legend.
Yeah, if the world was Fallout, if the world was chaos, a bit of me is like, I think I'll probably live in that world.
Maybe you're listening going, idiots. I've been prepped for years. 13, 24, 10. If that's you, if you're a prepper, if you have a bunker, you don't have to reveal where it is, but let us know what you're prepped for and maybe how other people can also stock up on certain tinned foods and whatnot.
Are you prepping 13, 24, 10? You know what would be a highlight for me? Is if someone actually had a bunker. Like, it's one thing to store, distilled water in your cupboard. It's another thing to actually have a bunker. 13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz.
Trevor joins us now in Ararat. You're a prepper, is that right?
I'm a prepper.
Trev, how long you been prepping for, mate?
Probably my whole life. My old man did spice stuff. So when we grew up with banks of chickens and huge veggie gardens.
Yeah.
And I never really realised at the time, I'm not joking, my old man was what's called a cipher king. That guy, he had level 6 plus security clearance. So you don't realise when your old man goes off, posted around the world, doing spy shit, that you've got all this stuff in case he doesn't come home. I'm not even joking, man. My godfather was a cipher king. My dad was a cipher king. Like, I've had uncles, Navy uncles, that have come when the SAS has had to evacuate them from the Fiji embassy when the coup was going on because they've got bits of information and paper that they don't want people getting hold of. So I've probably been into my whole life. I was an outback tour guide for a lot of years. I've got qualifications in Aboriginal culture. I've got prepperschool.com, so I teach people how to prep. I've got a farm where people come and learn survival, so yeah.
So, Trevor, what is your setup at home?
Home's a farm.
Do you have a bunker? What's in it?
Say again?
Do you have a bunker, and if so, what's in it?
Oh, no one's going to tell you they've got a bunker. People might tell you that they've got a bushfire shelter.
Yep.
Okay.
So is that so as in the prepping world, is it a thing you don't want getting out that person's prepped because let's say it does all go to chaos, they're going to come to your house?
The only people that are going to sit there and tell you heaps of stuff are the low-hanging fruit idiots. When you see American shows that make it all look stupid, they're the people that go, oh, yeah, rah. Sensible people have got things in place. It's like when we were young, right? So when you were young, there'd be fuses for the meter box, and you've always got a torch and stuff like that. It's just a bit more than that because we know with the bushfires, floods, droughts, look at the pandemic. I mean, thank God there's 3 of us comedians sitting here in Melbourne now because this poor bloody place had the longest lockdown on planet Earth. There's something we say, in times of trouble, in serious shit hits the fan trouble, you need a comedian or a hero. That's why I'm here.
So, Trevor, after the pandemic and during COVID, were more people coming to you for help?
Oh, Belle, I've had hundreds and hundreds of phone calls at crazy hours from people in tears who've just lost their job, don't know what they're going to do, they're scared to scare the kids. And I mean, I've had hundreds of these calls where I say, this is my typical standard line when a person calls me and they've absolutely just lost their job, they know their hours are going to get cut, all this sort of stuff in the last couple of years. I say, all right, I've got all the time in the world. And I mean, this is 9 o'clock at night, random stuff, right? Go look out the window, there's no bombs falling in the sky. Put on the kettle, make yourself a cup of tea, get a pen, right, and a notebook or piece of paper, come back to the phone, let's talk all the way through this and work out what you've got, what you need, not necessarily for my shop owner survival business, but I mean stuff you can get from hardware stores and chemists and stuff like that. Let's look at some really smart things you can do so that when you wake up in the morning, you're not freaked out anymore, and you're not going to freak your kids out. I'm not here to freak people out. I'm here to make people have like that sense of it's cool. If shit happens, I've got what we call survival time.
So
I'm
Trevor,
okay for
just going back to like the basics though, like we can't know what you have at home. We don't like.
Oh yeah, well the thing that's a good question, Belle. That's an awesome question. So the thing is, we'll look at Ben, right? So Ben's dad. So you want to have things that you need for your kids. You know, you the things that we know runs out in hard pandemic times or whatever the hell that really was. So, you know, baby formula, medicines, water, food. You know, if you're on medications that are very hard to get a long supply of and they're life essential, well, pretend that you lose a script and get another one and make sure you've got at least 60 days of that script kicking around.
Yeah, buy up
right?
toilet paper.
The things that you want with food is like very low prep stuff, so that if the electricity's out, like we're not even talking nuclear bombs. Like, do you remember when we had that week-long power outage?
Yeah.
There was a week-long power outage. You know, we've seen in Queensland before in the last drought where farmers that were mates for 30 years, right, stole water off each other's farms. That's how bad the drought's got. You know, things like rainwater tanks are some of the most sensible things that you can ever put in your place, because 3 days without water and you're dead.
Oh, absolutely. Solar and water.
Well, Trevor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We won't reveal where you are because we know you are very prepped. But I mean, I'm feeling it's a bit like Fight Club. Like if you're that's why we're not getting a lot of calls for this, because the first rule of Fight Club is that you don't tell anyone about Fight Club. The first rule of like Doomsday prepping is you don't say, "Yeah, man, I got the best stash bunker. You come on down. I'm here." You know, if there is a bomb that falls out of the sky, you come over. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, for the record, I'm not going to prep, and I'm not going to turn my cellar into one, for the record.
Oh, okay. We're all going to bins.
I remember the secret knock, just in case.
We have got one more double pass to Harry Styles to give away.
He is coming to town playing Marvel Stadium this Friday, this Saturday, and of course we love his song, Music for a Sushi Restaurant. So we're doing a competition in a sushi restaurant, Sushi Jiro that is, QV Square. And if you can pound the most plates of sushi within that song, you are getting the double pass. Natalie.
How cool is this song, by the way?
That just took a turn. Where's this from?
It's like a really cool EDM song.
With Japanese influence.
Yeah,
Nothing to do with Harry Styles, but it's just the sushi thing. There's the link. There is a link. Natalie joins us now. Good morning. You want to come to our sushi restaurant?
Good morning. Yes, I do. I would love to.
Oh,
now,
wonderful.
Obviously, thousands and thousands of people want these tickets to see Harry Styles. So everyone's trying to enter this competition, but we keep saying you've got to have an appetite. Have you got an appetite, Nat?
I unfortunately haven't, but I do know someone who does.
Oh, very good, because you can nominate somebody. Who are you going to nominate?
I'm going to be nominating my boyfriend's brother.
Okay, he clearly has a name for himself.
Yeah, your boyfriend's the lesser man.
Nat, so what's he pounded in the past? How does he have this name?
No, he loves sushi. He's tall. He's a good eater. I think that he has like what it takes to win an eating contest. Okay. Unfortunately, my boyfriend doesn't, but he does.
Yeah. Well, sounds like you prefer the brother.
so far,
getting that vibe.
So far, Nat, he's coming up, I think, against an 18-year-old girl. So unless she's also 7 foot and, you know...
No, but you know what? A lot of the time, people who are the biggest eaters are the smallest people.
This is true. When you see competitive eating people, they aren't necessarily big people. They're people that can, like, drink water and just, like, slosh food in there just at rapid pace.
So, Natalie, you're entering your boyfriend's brother, and so we're going to see you at the sushi restaurant, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right,
I really
no
appreciate
worries.
it.
No worries, Nat. Just out of interest, will your boyfriend be there as well, or will it just be the brother escorting you?
Probably just the brother. We'll see if my boyfriend can make it.
Yeah.
Oh. Sounds like he just happens to be busy.
I'd be a little concerned if I was that guy this morning listening to that. I'd be like, hang on, what?
Harry Styles is bringing his love on tour to Marvel Stadium Friday the 24th, Saturday the 25th. That's this weekend. Don't miss your chance to see him live. Tickets on sale now through livenation.com.au.
Yeah, when she was describing him, she said he was really tall. Like, he's really handsome and strong.
He's a great eater. He's just like, my boyfriend's not, but he's busy.
Also, I love the idea of when he's like, well, you know, Chad did win the tickets, so I suppose I have to go with him out on the Saturday night.
What's trending?
Well, the two biggest biggest stars in the world are here in Australia right now. As you said, Liam, Harry Styles is here, but also Ed Sheeran. And they're both spending their time completely differently, though. Ed Sheeran has paid a visit to the Queensland Children's Hospital in Brisbane and spent the whole day there playing to the kids.
How are you? Hello. Do you want me to play a song? Yeah. Got me feeling like I want to be that guy. I want to kiss your eyes. I want to drink that smile.
Good on you, Ed.
Absolutely. Whereas over in Perth, Harry Styles was spotted shirtless on a yacht mere hours after he landed.
Doesn't look good for Styles, does it? I'm sure his team are working overtime this morning. Like, gosh, can we get some kids onto that yacht tomorrow? I don't know. We just have to try and make his image look a little bit better.
And Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has taken over Avatar in the box office. But I am only talking about this weekend. Avatar has just slipped down and lost to Ant-Man. Ant-Man made over $118 million on the weekend.
That's got to hurt, right, for Avatar? I also like to think there's the great directors of yesteryear, like your Francis Ford Coppolas and your Scorsese sitting there going, Christ, where did it all go wrong? Like, why is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania beating a franchise about blue dudes from like 2009? Like that, they're the two best movies that we have on offer at the moment.
And finally, Mark Holden is raging that the new Australian Idol is using his touchdown phrase without his permission.
Yes!
The new reboot of Australian Idol, all the judges are given a touchdown to use. It's like an instant big yes, they're straight through. And Mark Holden has said that he's hurt that they're using it without his permission, and he said that he and his family, to be honest, they're hurt and they would have loved to be reached out to and given
He and
permission.
his family are hurt.
His kids are crying now. They're saying touchdown without him.
I thought touchdown was your thing, Dad.
I don't love you anymore. I wonder if Dicko's going to be angry if the new judges start fat-shaming women on the stage, because that's the bit he was famous for.
This is Oliver Tree, Robin Schultz, miss you on this Tuesday morning. And right after this, Melbourne, we are doing our favourite thing to do. That's open up the Forbidden folder on Nova.
Well, we're doing Ashburton's Got Talent this Sunday.
Yes, we are.
And I hope your timing's a little bit better when we're in the band, Ben, because I don't have that long to wait.
Ben Quick Fingers Harvey will be donning the bass guitar.
Yeah, look, do you want to know what's really going on? I was trying to get I Was Made for Loving You, the karaoke version on YouTube. And yeah, I should have done that 5 minutes ago while we had all those ads in the song. I left it to the last minute.
Okay. Well, look, if you just tuned in, yes, the Ashburton Community Festival's on this weekend. It's one of the big four. You know, you've obviously got the Australian Open, you've got the Grand Prix, you've got the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and you've got the Ashburton Community Festival, and they all roll like clockwork every time the same year.
Yep.
Ben saw a flyer. You can win $1,000 if you win this talent show. And we thought, hell, how good's this? So Belle's going to be playing drums. She did that a little bit in year 10. We got young Noah. He plays the trombone. He's 12 years old. He's asked his mum. He's going to be there.
He just called up this morning, and that's a last-minute addition.
And he's a Kiss fan. Ben's probably going to slap it a bass. And I wanted to audition as the front man, the star child, the Paul Stanley of the outfit.
You kind of thought, Liam, that you should just be the front man straight off the bat. But
well, I mean, I can't play any instrument. My body's my instrument, so sort of,
We have said, though, that like most bands, if you want to get in, you go to audition.
Sure.
So you're going to have to sing I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss, and if we deem it worthy, you'll be in the band.
Okay. Obviously, it's hard because normally you sort of you're performing a little bit on stage, and a lot of what I'm not one of those frontmen with like necessarily a good voice. It's more like
hang on.
It's more the flair I sort of bring on stage. It's the stage presence is what I'm getting at.
You notoriously own a Kiss outfit with giant boots, and you're like you
well, it's
your
good.
face
I must admit,
for your 21st.
Belle, let's not pick holes in this. We haven't got any other options. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a Kiss suit.
Yeah.
So who else are we going to get?
It's the main prerequisite.
But having said that,
Ben, can't wait to hear your audition.
I still want to hear the audition this morning. So, Liam, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
All right! Ashburton, are you ready? Yeah!
Hit it, Noah, on the trombone. I want to give it all to you. Am I out of time. I'm out of time. No, I'm out of time.
This is the doo-doos.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Here we go. Sorry. All right, count me in. Tonight, I want to give it all to you. In the darkness, there's so much I want to do. And tonight, I want to lay it at your feet. 'Cause girl, I was made for you. Come on, girl, you were made for me. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Oh, yeah, no, all right, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I need to do some vocal training, clearly.
Look, I love how much flair you've tried to give, but also there's so much spit coming out.
Well, get used to it, Belle. Rock and roll, there's going to be a bit of spit. All right, that's my bit.
Belle, if you don't want to get spat on, you better get off the stage. There's going to be a lot of spit.
We spit in this band, okay? Do I have the gig or not?
Yeah, you've got the gig, mate.
Good. All right. I better print out the lyrics because I must admit, after about 40 seconds, I was like, how does the next bit go again?
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.